The Malay are such a polite people, mashallah, except when some of them get behind a motor car to drive. I don't know where the Malay kindness goes when they drive a motor car. They become like Long Island Expressway. But the Malay are such a polite people, mashallah. If an Islamic bank is truly Islamic, why does it not raise its voice and call for the return of dinar and dirham? If a former Prime Minister of this country could do that, why can't the Islamic Bank do that? Number one, they won't do it. And I know why they won't do it. Number two, Nabi Muhammad ﷺ would buy goods on credit. Meaning you take the goods now and you pay later. And so a credit transaction is halal in Islam. But the shopkeeper never was allowed to raise his price because he had to wait for his money. No. If the shopkeeper raised his price because he had to wait for his money, the implication would be that money can increase over time. That's riba. And so in Islam, credit price and cash price are always the same. Is that so difficult to understand? Money has no time value in Islam. Yes, in Manhattan, but not in Islam. Islamic banks are engaged in a bogus transaction that they call murabaha, which brings in a substantial amount of their revenues. It's not murabaha. They call it murabaha. The house is on sale for, well, if it's Damansara Utama, let's make it 500,000 ringgits, huh? That's too low? 1 million. A house is on sale in Damansara Utama for 1 million ringgits. And you don't have the 1 million to pay for it, cash. So you want to buy it the way the Prophet ﷺ would buy goods, on credit. But the shopkeeper, which is now the bank, raises the price and now sells you the house for a higher price and gives you time to pay. The shopkeeper, which is the Islamic bank, is now selling the house for 3 million ringgits. Whereas if you had the cash, you could buy it for 1 million ringgits. So the cash price is 1 million and the credit price is 3 million. You don't need a PhD to understand that this is riba, except that this is a worse riba than the one from the conventional banks. The conventional banks is riba through the front door, and Islamic banks is riba through the back door. Any more questions? Yeah.